Maybe I should talk to a lawyer. Yeah. So, where were you last Friday night? You'd think the word lawyer would end an interrogation, right? Nope. Today, we're going to see how cops can blow right past some of your objections and how the courts let these cops steamroll your rights. And then, I'll teach you exactly what you should say to demand a lawyer and protect yourself. Imagine you're being arrested and the police start reading you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. At this point, most people can't wait to open their mouths and try to defend themselves. They think that only guilty people lawyer up. And if you're innocent, you have nothing to hide and you should talk to the police. Wrong. Not talking to the police in the first place is your absolute best chance at defending yourself. You should absolutely invoke your 5th and 6th Amendment rights to remain silent and to have an attorney present. But if you find yourself in a police interrogation room, it can be quite intimidating. And then you finally muster up the courage to say, maybe I should talk to a lawyer. You said the magic word, lawyer. But, yeah, I asked, where were you last Friday night? This is Davis versus United States in action. In that case, the defendant said exactly what our poor suspect did here. Maybe I should talk to a lawyer. Yet the police kept on with their questions. Then we find out that the police did actually ask Mr. Davis if he was asking for a lawyer. Yet he said he was not. So let's get this straight. Saying, maybe I should talk to a lawyer means that the police can keep on questioning you since it's not clear right at that moment that you actually would like to speak with a lawyer. Yep. The court actually went further in the Davis case to establish a rule that plagues defendants to this day. If a suspect makes a reference to an attorney that is ambiguous or equivocal, and that a reasonable officer in light of the circumstances would have understood only that the suspect might be invoking the right to counsel, our precedents do not require the cessation of questioning, which is just fancy lawyer talk for allowing the police to keep asking questions unless it's ridiculously clear that the person wants a lawyer. It's unfair. On one side of the table, you have highly specialized, trained law enforcement officers who do this every day. On the other side, you have an everyday citizen who has probably never come in contact with the police as a suspect of a crime before. The court could have easily adopted a bright line rule that any mention of a lawyer is enough to trigger the defendant's right to counsel and immediately terminate the interview. That would be a simple rule for everyone to know and follow, yet they didn't do it. Because of this Davis ruling, here's what won't help you in an interrogation room. I might want to talk to an attorney. I think I need a lawyer. Do you think I need a lawyer here? I might want to get a lawyer then, huh? I can't afford a lawyer, but is there any way I can get one? None of those statements are sufficient under the law to invoke the right to counsel and terminate the interview. But the worst version of this comes out of Louisiana, home of king cake and fried alligator. If you've never had a fried alligator, you're missing out. In State versus Demesme, the defendant was being interrogated by the police when he said, this is how I feel. If y'all think I did it, I know that I didn't do it. So why don't you just give me a lawyer, dog, because this is not what's up. The Louisiana Supreme Court rejected review of this case and wrote, the defendant's ambiguous and equivocal reference to a lawyer dog does not constitute an invocation of counsel. So what should you say if you're ever being questioned by the police? Simply and clearly say, I invoke my right to remain silent and I want a lawyer. If the police ask any clarifying or repetitive questions about your request for counsel, I would simply reply with the single word, lawyer. Did you say you want a lawyer? Lawyer. So really, where were you last Friday night? Lawyer. Was the dress blue and black or white and gold? Lawyer. Do not answer a single other question or reply with any other word. There's no better way to make your demand for a lawyer more clear and unequivocal if it has to be litigated about later in court. And it's not just the interrogation room that can get you in trouble. The police lie to you in your own car and on your own front porch. To learn how to spot these lies and defend yourself, check out this next video. And remember, as always, don't talk to the police.